Factors affecting temperature. There are many factors that can cause the temperature in an area to be hotter or cooler. These factors may include latitude, altitude, ocean currents, distance from the ocean, and relief. Latitude, also called distance from the equator. Latitude is one of the most important factors that affect temperature. As a general rule, temperature decreases as you move further away from the equator. This means that the regions near the equator are usually warmer, while the regions closer to the polar areas are much cooler. There are several reasons for this. First, the sun's rays hit the equator more directly, which means that the sunlight is concentrated over a smaller surface area. Near the poles, the sun's rays strike at an angle, spreading the energy over a larger area. The sun's energy also travels a longer distance to reach polar regions, which leads to further loss of heat. Here we can again see that the sun's rays need to heat up a larger area closer to the poles, which will take longer, while the area it heats near the equator is smaller and it heats up faster. We can also see what it looks like when the rays move through the atmosphere. The angled rays also pass through more of Earth's atmosphere, which causes more heat to be lost before reaching the ground. At the equator, the rays travel through less atmosphere, so more heat reaches Earth's surface. Because of all these reasons, temperatures are highest at the equator and get colder as you move towards the poles. The second factor that affects temperature is altitude, also known as height above sea level. In general, temperature decreases as altitude increases. This means that the higher you are above sea level, the colder it gets. For example, the tops of mountains are usually much cooler than coastal areas or places at lower elevations. This happens because the air is less dense at higher altitudes and cannot retain heat as well. Near the Earth's surface, the air contains more particles, including gases like carbon dioxide from cars, factories, and living things, as well as water vapor from evaporation. These particles trap and hold heat. As you go higher up, the air becomes thinner and it contains fewer particles and less water vapor. With fewer particles to hold onto the heat, the temperature drops. That's why mountain peaks are often covered in snow, even when the land below is warm. The third factor we're looking at is ocean currents. Ocean currents are large movements of water within the world's oceans, and they can have a big effect on the temperature of nearby land areas. Warm ocean currents can heat up nearby coastal regions, while cold ocean currents tend to cool them down. Cold ocean currents are often linked to the formation of deserts because they reduce evaporation and, as a result, lead to less rainfall. Let's take South Africa as an example. On the east coast, we find the warm Agulhas Current, which brings higher temperatures and more rainfall to large parts of KwaZulu-Natal. On the west coast, the cold Benguela Current flows along the coastline. This area experiences cooler temperatures and low rainfall. The cold Benguela Current helps lower temperatures along the Western Cape and is linked to the formation of the Namib Desert, one of the driest places on Earth. Distance from the sea is the fourth factor that can affect temperature. Oceans have a moderating effect on the temperatures of nearby coastal regions, an effect that is not present in inland or continental areas. This means that the temperature range, or the difference between the highest and the lower temperatures, are much smaller in coastal regions than they are further inland. In other words, coastal areas tend to have milder temperatures, while continental areas experience more extreme temperature changes. Here's why. In coastal areas, the sun heats both the land and the ocean. The sun doesn't penetrate deeply into the land, so it heats up quite quickly. That's why beach sand can burn your feet at midday. Water, on the other hand, heats up much more slowly because the rays penetrate deeper and the water is constantly moving due to waves and currents. As a result, during the day, the ocean stays cooler than the land. If a breeze blows in from the sea, it cools down the coastal land. At night, the opposite happens. The land cools down quickly once the sun sets. However, the ocean retains its heat for longer because a large body of water warmed up during the day. A sea breeze at night can warm up the coastal area since the ocean is now warmer than the land. Because of this cycle, temperatures in coastal areas don't change as drastically between day and night. In contrast, continental areas don't have this ocean influence, so they experience hotter days and cooler nights. That's why we say that the ocean has a moderating effect on temperature. It keeps things from getting too hot or too cool. The fifth factor is aspect or relief. Aspect refers to the direction a slope faces, and this can affect how much sunlight the slope receives. This, in turn, will influence the temperature. At the equator, the sun's rays strike the earth directly overhead, while areas closer to the poles, the sun rays hit the earth at a more angled or oblique position. Because the noon sun is directly overhead the equator, the slope that faces the equator receives more sunlight. In the northern hemisphere, this means that the south-facing slope gets more sun and will therefore be warmer. In the southern hemisphere, where South Africa is located, the north-facing slope receives more sunlight, and therefore it has higher temperatures. This is important for several reasons. In South Africa, north-facing slopes are usually preferred for agriculture because the warmer temperatures support better plant growth. Houses built on north-facing slopes or with north-facing windows also get more natural sunlight and warmth during the day. This can make heating homes more energy efficient and cost-effective, which is an important consideration when designing or buying a house. So, aspect or the direction a slope faces plays an important role in both climate and human activities like farming and building homes. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep geeking out and leveling up.